everybody, and thanks for watching. Today I have my lathe all set up, got it moved in, and it's ready to go, and I got my first order. So I've got right here is a front Dana 60 blank. So this is a long side, and it is for a custom axle that, from what I understand, it's a trail gear housing with Dana 60 outers and a Ford 9-inch inner that's 35 spline. So I was told it's got a seals all seal in it, so it's an 1.5 inch seal surface, and I was given an overall length to cut the shaft at. So we have a Sierra gear and axle, chrome ollie 4340, left blank. So this one's 39 inches, and I'm going to go ahead and get this cut down to length and get started turning the seal surface on it, get splines cut, and get it shipped out to the customer. Alright, so I'm going to cut it to length, and first off I'm going to cut it from where the center of the U-joint is to where the end of the splines and the end of the shaft is going to be. Anytime you're trying to get someone to cut an axle shaft to length for you, and it's a front axle like this, it's pretty common that it's going to be from the center of the U-joint to the end of the shaft, and that's what you're going to measure. So he gave me his measurement. I'm going to cut it about an 1/8 inch heavy, because I can face all the rest of it off, make it nice and true on the lathe, and finish cutting it down to length there. So I'm going to go ahead and get this cut. Now again, the reason why I'm cutting it a little long is because I want to make sure that if there's any crookedness to the cut or anything, by the time I get it all true, I still haven't made the shaft too short. Alright, now this is going to take a while because that's a heat-treated chrome ollie shaft. I have tried to do this with my abrasive metal chop saw, and basically what ends up happening is it gets so hot that it hardens the end so much that your tooling on your lathe, your center drill, all of it just gets destroyed, and it takes forever. My little Ryobi won't do it. I have a 10 horsepower big chop saw machine outside that I would usually have to use to cut this material here. But this might take a little while, and it might go through some bandsaw blades, but it's a lot easier on tooling for the lathe, and you run less risk of damaging the heat treating on the shaft. See just by the color ring on the outside of the material, that's how thick the really hard stuff from the heat treating process is. Alright, so I got everything chucked up and trued out in the lathe, and it's time to face the end and center drill. So I'm just going to get my steady rest oiled up a little here. Alright, so I've left this side a little bit heavy, and that's going to be what chucks up in the mill, so it'll give it some nice grip. And then I kind of polished the lines out a little bit, turned it at a slower feed rate to get what I'm splining nice and clean before I spline it. And then what I'll do is once I've splined this, I will sand the seal surface down to the dimension it needs to be, and that way it gets a good chance to seal in there. Alright, over to the mill. Alright, got it all chucked in the mill and it's ready to go. It's gonna need another pass. Almost dead. Oh, like butter. That's beautiful. Back to the lathe. So I've gone ahead and marked where my seal is based on the drawing the customer sent me here, so that's where the seal is going to be. I got about a couple of thou that I can take down, and then the rest of it just needs to look pretty. So here that goes. Dana 60 for a trail gear housing, 4340, I'm sorry, yeah, 4340 chromoly. Ready to go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Have a good day.